motherfucking boy. Welcome back to Dropping the Needle, episode 9 for March 2022, also known as Women's History Month, also known as, well, at the time that we're recording, it's not March and it's Mardi Gras. So Mardi Gras time too. I mean, it's you boys, Pat Artist, Adam Knitch, back again for it. Adam, what actually, the only reason I said Mardi Gras stuff is because you have a Mardi Gras themed beer, which for this episode. So tell us all about this Port Orleans.
This Port Orleans, it's the Bacchus Blonde, so it's named after one of the parades. I guess it's coming up on Sunday. It's just like a couple days, 2 days from now.
Yeah.
But it's a light blonde ale. I mean, it's crushable. I mean, it's like an all day
drinker.
This one,
yeah. I like the king cake colors of it too. For people that are watching the YouTube version,
Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
It's just that those Mardi Gras colors.
Oh, I know, but I mean, motherfuckers always making king cake like that, you know.
Oh yeah, but that's
anyways
Mardi Gras colors.
Yeah. At this time, I don't know if it'll be out at this point, but I went and did an episode of Anyone Can Die with your boys Kenny and Nathaniel, and I don't know if it'll be out at this right now, but if it is, this is what happened. So we did an episode. It was a lot of fun, and then Nathaniel gave me all these beers that he can't drink anymore. So he gave me this Japanese green tea IPA from Stone Brewing, which is a 10.1. So it's an IPA brewed with green tea, it says. And
can you taste the green tea?
I've never tried it. So
you haven't tried it?
This is gonna be a first. It says that it was first brewed in 2011, and it says Baird, Ishii, and Stone. So I guess it's a collaboration beer.
Yeah,
but I've never had it.
It's like isn't Berry Tea or whatever like a green tea brand or something?
I guess so. But yeah, so this will be interesting. It's been sitting for a few minutes, so I don't know if it's going to be gross or bad or whatever. I don't know if it's going to explode. I don't know how old this thing is, but we'll see. But anyways, you know, Dropping the Needle is all about, as I pour this fucking green tea thing. I'm actually, dude, for a beer that's 10.1, this is hella clear.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know when something's boozy, you can smell it.
Yeah.
It's boozy, but it smells like green tea.
Yeah, but Stone Brewery, man, they're always making crazy things.
Yeah. So
like boozy.
Yeah, they definitely do. Shout out Stone though if they, want to sponsor an episode. Anyways, Dropping the Needle episode 9. We're here to talk about the Queen of Memphis, Miss Gangsta Boo, right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, that's not. She's here. Right here. It's my sweet. Hey, Gangsta Boo, and her debut album, Enquiring Minds. So anyways, we're gonna talk about this. It's dope. I found some cool shit about this. But to put in perspective, Gangsta Boo was born Lola Chantrell Mitchell, August 7th, 1979. The stage name Gangsta Boo, raised in Memphis, particularly Whitehaven, and she's what they call what is the word that they say? She's I guess I was thinking about something else, but yeah, she's the first female member of 3-6 Mafia. Only like official member or a female member of 3-6. Of course, there's there's LeChat, and then there's a couple other people that have collaborated here and there, but yeah, she's the only official one. And this particular album was released on September 29th, 1998 by Hypnotized Minds, Relativity Records. And I mean, I'm gonna be real about it. Dude, it's hard to go through the whole catalog of 3 6 and like all of like the members, all their shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. Actually, I want to let me get a little taste of it. Mm, mm. That's dangerous, bro.
But
It's not hard to drink, which is really bad for a 10.1.
yeah.
Um, anyways, this came out in 1998, which I thought was interesting. So there was a song on here called Be Real. Okay. Um, no. Is it Be Real? Yeah. I think so. Let me get this. So if you this might get as a copyright thing, but this. Okay. So that's What's Beef by Notorious B.I.G., right? Released in 1997 on Life After Death. And I was like, man, I've heard, like, when I was listening to Boo's shit, I was like, man, I heard this fucking
Yeah.
this sample before. Like, where did I hear it? And I'm a big Biggie fan, so I was like, man, I definitely heard that shit before. And no, it's on this track. It's not Be Real. No, that's not it. Fuck, man. Why can't I think? Is it Be Real?
Oh yeah.
But anyways, this album is dope, dude. I was really psyched on it, and I don't know. How do you feel about it? Like,
I
did
mean,
you like
it's
it or whatever?
yeah. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't stand out. I mean, like I don't know. It's like it's good, but yeah, it's just like it's weird for like to be like a solo album because it's really just like I mean, as is like all their work, it's all a collaborative effort. I feel like, and this
Yeah.
is especially like I mean, a lot of these songs I felt like were on, or maybe it's just maybe I had listened to this and didn't realize, but I thought a lot of these songs were on other 36
Other stuff.
projects. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, they're definitely on like the it's a couple of the mixtape things and like the for
yeah,
sure the best of and it was Be
mhm.
Real. So listen.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I was like, that's what is this sample? So I Googled it, and in both, Diddy and I guess DJ Paul at the time and Juice. This comes from a guy named Richard Evans, a song called Close to You from
okay,
1972 off the
uh-huh.
album Dealing with Hard Times, which I'll just show it real quick. Um, and I was like, I looked it up because I was like, man, where is this from? If they both got to sample it, like it's kind of crazy. But yeah, besides, but I mean, just like what you said, this a lot of these things I feel like I'd heard before, but I mean, I think that's because we're fans of
Yeah,
3 6 and like all of
yeah,
all of the members. So I mean, you're a big fan of Juice too. So
yeah,
um, I don't know. I was kind of surprised to hear some of the tracks, but at the same time, I was like, oh okay, like this is just like
yeah.
it felt more
It
like
was
a.
cool.
Oh, you go, sir.
I was gonna say it was cool to yeah, I guess to hear it like in a how it was supposed to be compiled. I feel like we've heard these songs individually or
Yeah,
like you said on best of albums or whatever. So it was good to like go back and like, oh yeah, maybe I've never really listened to this whole album and like, and the ad libs and skits too. like, kind of
yeah.
make it more cohesive.
I was I was kind of like some of the people that are featured. I was like, who the fuck
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah.
But these are like old, I guess, like old Memphis hip hop heads,
Yeah.
people's um like T Rock. I've never heard of them, which is kind of
Yeah.
crazy. But then you got like like 36 members like Crunchy and Koopsta and
Yeah.
like even Profit Posse and a bunch of this shit.
Yeah. I was just gonna
Um,
say Prophet Posse was like the craziest to go back like, oh yeah. And realize like how many people try to sound like him now. Yeah.
yeah. Well, and then you got Project, you got everybody on here, which is kind of crazy, but not even the craziest thing. Um, shit. The craziest thing about this is this released a month after Boo's 19th birthday. Can you
Okay.
imagine being 19 and already being in 3 6 for years and then dropping this? Like you're 19
Yeah.
years old and you're,
Yeah.
I mean, debatably, I think probably the most lyrically talented member of 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and which is impressive. I mean, even back then you had people like Lil Kim and stuff, but as far as the South goes, I don't think anybody was pushing like not even just
No, yeah.
female hip hop, but just hip hop like this in general.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool.
definitely.
Uh,
Yeah, it's like definitely inspirational due to whatever, is out now, like all the female
oh yeah,
artists. Yeah.
oh yeah. I mean, if you, it's kind of funny. Like as I was looking at this and like checking out some things to talk about, um, I was like, man, this is. You could hear and like listening to. I listened to it over and over yesterday just to like refresh, and the things that you catch on it, you're like, fuck, that is definitely like, you can hear. I mean, I don't want to like call names really, but like you can hear your Megan the Stallions. You can hear
Yeah.
you can hear all these people in it, and it's like, okay, that's dope. Like that's dope that they're. I wish they'd sample some of this shit though, like if they haven't already that I don't know about, which would be
Yeah.
cool, like kind of a throwback, like homage type of deal.
Yeah.
Um, but I can't
I mean, I
even do
think,
that.
New York, I was going to go and say, like, I feel like New York does a good job of paying, like, respect to what 36 is, like they're really into it, like Flatbush Zombies, like,
Yeah, Flatbush. I
um,
mean,
yeah,
all of the fucking ASAP mob, just
it's that, yeah,
obsessed. Um, like every single one of them, which is kind of dope.
yeah.
Uh,
But
but then
they've
you
like,
got,
done,
huh?
but they've done samples. I was going to say they've done samples, and so
Mm-hmm.
that's cool to see like a young generation doing samples of There's Just Mafia, or even like what was that Blood Orange song with um Gangsta Boo and Project Pat,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Gold Chains or whatever.
yeah. But I think it's kind of crazy to think that. So Gangsta Boo did a few albums after this, and has done mixtapes and shit. But this one, we wanted to focus on this one because it's the first solo one,
Mm,
released '98, which is crazy, and it did pretty well, like chart wise. Um, on Billboard top 200, it hit 46 was the peak,
it's crazy.
and US top R&B hip hop albums it hit 15 in
Wow.
'98. Oh,
Yeah,
you got to
that's
think,
crazy. Yeah.
'98. Like the reason I brought up the thing about Biggie is like that album came out in '97, so it's like you had people that are probably biting that shit then, and you're just on the cusp of like all of the like New Orleans shit like popping off, like right on the cusp of that. So it's like
Yeah.
that was, I mean, all of that stuff is like very of, I mean, it's not of the time, that shit still hits, but it's like it was so huge, like we're talking fucking Hot Boys and all that stuff. Like all that stuff was just about to hit. So it's like just for this to come out and like be its own thing, it's really
Yeah.
cool. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think like after listening to it a few times, I think it stands on its own as far as like
Yeah, definitely.
three
That's what I was gonna
six
say. It's
albums.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's original and like kind of put a stamp on like what the hip hop scene, especially for the South, was. You
Hmm.
know, like New Orleans had its own kind of thing going on, and Memphis had its thing going on. They were kind of the same, but they were both like Memphis with 36 like had definitely had their own sound, and
Yeah.
even the ad libs and stuff were like like it's just
Yeah.
the themes too.
Oh yeah. 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 I mean, also kind of interesting to throw out. It was recorded at Cotton Row Recording Studio, which I mean, I personally don't know shit about. So we're gonna look at it right now. I've never even heard of it. Have you? I mean,
I
have you?
haven't no, I haven't either. Yeah.
So
It's
it's
just probably
on.
like someone's house or something.
Looks like it, yeah. But it's 1503 Madison Avenue. So I mean, me and you hung out on Madison Avenue quite a bit in high school. So um, for shows and whatnot. But it says we're a full service recording facility established in 1980.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, it just looks like a house. from what I can see. Uh, it looks cool though. It looks legit. Like this looks like a. I mean,
Yeah.
legit in the same way that if I told you, oh, this is in Memphis and this is a recording studio, you would be like, I kind of get the vibe. It looks like a
Yeah.
house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but it's cool. You can, I mean, if you Google it, you can check out the street view and shit. It's pretty
Yeah.
dope. Go and check them out if you're, in fucking Memphis and you want to see that. But which is kind of interesting. That's right down the street from like all the other stuff. Like that's, I feel like
Yeah.
everything music related is in like Midtown, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, we wanted to focus on this album because it's Women's History Month, and we've been trying to think of like a good female artist like throw out there for Women's History Month, which is dope. And we're like, well, fuck, what the hell? Like, what? We're always listening to this stuff. Like, why don't we throw a Gangsta Boo album in there? And so we did. And shout out to her. Actually, we reached. Actually, for real, let's be real about this. We reached out to her, and
Pat was trying hard.
I was trying. I was like, I'm gonna see what's up, and just shout out to the people that run the Get Gangsta Boo email address because I mean they replied and stuff, which is cool. So shout out to that because that's not always what happens. So I appreciate a person that actually replies, even if it's a no or a
No.
maybe
Yeah.
or just a kind of ghost you, but like sees what's up. I appreciate a reply. So shout out to them, to Tyra.
Professionals.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to bring this up. So Gangsta Boo, I feel like 3-6 kind of like petered out, after at a certain point. And
Yeah.
then eventually came back. But and from everything I've heard, it was drug use related kind of shit that kind of broke them up. Like people were going in on some stuff, and then other people weren't. And she left 3-6 a while back, and of course has done shows with them. She left in 2002. So at some point, like that kind of sparked back up. But um, I feel like if they would have kept going, this is, I mean, it was bound to happen where like there would be even better and bigger albums and stuff. But Gangsta Boo's somehow stayed in the conversation, this whole time. Like
Yeah.
and the reason I bring this up is because she did a song, obviously with Run the Jewels, and she's done a couple songs actually, Walking in the Snow, and what's the other song that she did with them on
Man.
3? Run the Jewels 3 or 2?
I think it's 3.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
So bad. Yeah.
I think it's 2. I don't know.
Never come prepared.
That makes it fun though. Yeah,
All I remember is walking in the snow, but
Walking in the Snow is in that new, and she was in the visual album. That's really cool.
yeah.
So that's on RTJ4. But the other one is on, yeah, it's on 2.
2.
I know. Oh fuck me. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's on 1. Is it on 1? How the fuck is it on 1? That's crazy. No, it's not on 1.
Yeah, so I gotta be on 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think it's on 3. Fuck me, dude. I don't even know. God damn it. Why can't I even think of this song? Do you know the song?
Yeah, I'm trying to think I'm trying to think about it.
I'm
I
trying.
know
I
what you're
don't want to
talking
like
about
play it because then we'll
though.
get
Yeah, no.
fucked. But like, oh, Love Again. It's on 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, track number 9, and then on RTJ4, Walking in the Snow, which is dope. But I don't know. Like besides that, Oh, the reason I brought it up actually is because when I saw uh, Run the Jewels at Coachella, this
Mm.
is I mean random story. So if you are listening, I hopefully fucking remember this. This is really weird. Anyways, she ended up coming out on that show and like doing that song,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, this is dope. And at that particular time, we had artist passes for that
Hmm.
festival at the time through Meg's previous job, and so I was like, shit, I really want to meet her. We should go back after the show, like behind the stage and whatever, and like say hi. And I wasn't expecting to actually at work. You know, I didn't expect it was going to work, but it did. So,
Nice.
and I'm actually I'm going to show it for all you audio listeners. I'm going to show uh what happened that day if I can find the picture. But so I walked backstage. Me and Meg are like just like kind of like scuttling around, like, oh shit, like what if we see her, I'll fucking ask her if I can say hi. And so we end up it's right after the show, and we'll walk back, and she's just like chilling, like walking around or whatever. And I was like, I literally go up to her. It's like, Miss Boo. I was like, I was like, can I take a picture with you? And she's like, yeah. And like, what's cool about it is not the fact that she took a picture with me, but like that we were both there, and like I had like a Memphis hat on, and it was obvious like there's no Memphis people in this fucking festival
Yeah.
besides
Yeah.
her. And I felt very much like oh, this is dope. Like it felt like a not like a connected thing, but it was very cool that she recognized the hat and she was like, oh shit, that's cool.
Nice.
And I'm gonna find it because I'm on the verge of it right now. I think I posted it maybe. Here it is. Here's your boy, Gangsta Boo, and
Oh,
Meg.
nice. Nice.
Um, yeah. So what's funny about the festivals is it's Coachella 2016, by the way. So funny thing about festivals is you sometimes you dress for like the festival, but then
Yeah.
Coachella is a whole different game. Like you don't bring your fucking your water bag and
Yeah.
all that bullshit. Like, but I did, and we didn't know. Like, no, this is like you dress fancy, but you also have like a
Yeah.
fucking mask because you're in the desert. Also, I mean, everyone knows that I'm not a fan of the desert, so it's it goes without saying, but it's
You're
just
not
a
a fan of
whole
most
different
climates.
do it.
So you're not a fan of most climates.
It's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm not a fan of most climate. That's very true, Adam. But at the time, I was just like, man, I'm just gonna dress like I would at like a Bonnaroo or something. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it was cool that she. I mean, you can go up to anybody at like one of these like festivals that has a bunch of celebrities and shit, and they'll just ignore you.
Yeah.
But I thought it was very cool that she was dope enough to like chat it up for a sec
Yeah.
and take a picture and stuff, which was it's cool. That shit doesn't happen. So
Yeah.
shout out to
It's
her
cool
for
that
that.
she still seems humble. Like,
Yeah,
especially like you had the Memphis hat on. She was like, oh, yeah, definitely. Like,
yeah. And I was like, check it out. She's like, oh shit, that's cool. Um, which is dope. I mean, it's like it's not a thing that you see all the time, especially with celebrities. So I was appreciative of that, which was really
and like, I
rad.
mean, shout out to her energy because I saw her as well, like with Run the Jewels. They did, like, yeah, it was after RTJ2 came out, and they did a Sirius XM, like recorded the live show or whatever. And so
Yeah,
she was there and she had so much energy.
yeah. Also, so following up on that, the second time I saw her was what 2018 or 19? I think it's 19. Three Six announced that they were getting back together and they were doing a tour.
Okay.
And I was like, "Fuck, I'm going to this." And they did two before they did the one I saw, but like reunion tours with like everybody. So like, yeah, all of Profit Posse, like all those people, and like all of uh all of 3 6, every member that's alive. So they were like didn't do some like festival in Atlanta and then like another show, and then they were doing like a return to Memphis type of deal, which wasn't actually in Memphis. It was at like the Landers Center in fucking
Yeah,
Mississippi.
it's
So
not Memphis.
that place is trash, like trash.
Yeah, yeah.
Worst venue ever. Anyway, saw her there, and dude, I mean, I've talked about on this show before, like that show particularly with like you fucking Yin Yang Twins um and and a fucking
Let me whisper in your ear.
yeah. Oh shit. Why, everybody, every time Yin Yang Twins gets brought up, that fucking whisper song gets brought up.
Let me
But
whisper in your
no, it was Yin Yang, Bone Thugs, and 3 6. It was supposed to be RIP, but it was supposed to be DMX, Bone Thugs, and 3 6, which I was, I'm the DMX fan. I was fucking pumped.
ear.
I was
Oh
like, dude, bring that fucking energy to my life. But the third act of that show, 3 6 comes out, and the person that I was most impressed with, was Gangsta Boo. I was like, God damn, like
yeah.
I was like, she got some lungs on her, man. Like she doesn't take any breaths. Like she just, or she does, but she doesn't. You can't like.
Yeah.
It's not like that kind of shit. So it was more of a. I was always a fan, but when I saw that, and it wasn't just one song like with Run the Jewels, it was a whole set. I was very impressed, just in general,
Yeah.
because I mean I've seen a lot of rappers like live, but just in general, and I don't even want to make this about like female rappers, like rappers in general. Like she impressed me with
Yeah.
that. Um,
For sure.
and I think more people need to check her out and fucking feature her. I think it would be cool if she was on like I mean, can you imagine her on a song with like somebody like Kendrick, who just
Oh yeah.
goes for it? I
Yeah.
think she could hold her own. I really do.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
But
That's what I was
you know,
gonna say is that like yeah, like those songs where she's featured, it's like it always like for me like it's like oh man I want more, you know.
yeah,
It's like only give her like a little bit, and it's like man
she carried that
she's
song, or
yeah
whatever it was.
yeah
And I mean, I'm glad. After listening to Enquiring Minds, I'm definitely going to listen to all of the other stuff
okay
more thoroughly, because I'm pretty, like we said earlier, I'm pretty sure that we've probably listened to all of it at some
yeah
point. It's just, growing up in Memphis and then getting into Memphis hip hop, you kind of listen to everything, but you don't realize you're listening to what you're listening to, right? Specifically, like album wise or whatever. Sometimes,
yeah
everybody will have like a little bit of everything. Like somebody will have this mixtape and you're at their house and you're listening to it. You don't know what you're listening to, or like, but you recognize who it is.
yeah
It's
for
that
sure
kind of shit. Or you're at a house party and like somebody's playing some shit and you're like I recognize what this is, but I don't know exactly what it's on.
yeah
So there's a lot of that. Um, Speaking of, this is super random, but shout out to your boy. I mean, this is February 26th that we're recording on. Shout out to your boy, Sean Crow. It's his 35th birthday.
nice
So that's cool. Shout out to him. I'll call him later, but so
happy
you can
birthday
say,
bro.
yeah, happy birthday, bro. But anyways, do you want to say anything about I'm gonna go through all of her AKAs real quick. So, AKA Lola, AKA Lady Boo, AKA Queen of Memphis, AKA the Devil's Daughter. Uh, yeah, shout out to her. Um, but yeah, do you have anything? Do you want to say anything about Gangsta Boo or this album before we move on to like random music news
I
and
mean
shit?
no just that like yeah I see we both see why she's inspirational. I wish other people would see that too. I mean I'm sure they do, but like I still feel like it's definitely a cult following not so,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think she's still doing her thing and good for her.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Shout out to her. I mean, she's still young. She can still get after it. Like,
Yeah. That's the
she's only
craziest thing. She is
42.
still young. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like, but I mean, shout out to her. She's killing it. Um, she still performs every now and then, which is kind of cool. Like random places, you'll see like she'll post like videos and stuff on her
Yeah.
Instagram of her performing at like House of Blues or whatever the fuck like venues in LA, which is
Yeah.
pretty rad. Um, but I hope the hope at some point that there will be like a new 3 6 Mafia album, which probably won't, but
Yeah.
we can
We'll
only
see.
hope. But anyways, appreciate you guys, Taboo. But we're gonna move on to some music news. So I was talking to Adam about this before, but your boy Ye released Donda 2 on 2022. Oh, it says actually really February 23rd, it says, but whatever. Um, but he released it on a custom thing called the stem player that he sells, and it looks kind of like an Echo Dot kind of deal, like an Amazon type of product.
Yeah.
And it's the only way you can listen to this thing.
Looks like birth control. Their old birth control pill, nasal pills meets the
Yeah.
Google,
I'm
the
just
Google
like,
Dot.
I'm just like, why? What? I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this shit? Like,
Yeah.
uh, I- but
I
I don't
mean,
know, man.
the idea behind the stem player is kind of cool because it's what you can do. It's like a kind of like a small little pocket-sized instrument that you can remix, I guess, the different chords and courses, and all that stuff to make like, so you can separate the tracks and stuff, and then compile it all together or whatever, do whatever you want.
Uh,
But I mean, it
okay,
sounds cool, but like at the same time, it's like kind of a gimmick for sure.
yeah,
Like
it's a gimmick,
in the
bro.
whole album, it's like okay, it's like again where it's like it's like back in the day when he did Life Apollo, that was only like on Tidal or what,
Yeah,
like
but that shit was
so it's like
on.
that.
That shit was
But then it
streaming
finally came
everywhere
on
like a
Apple
month
Music,
later.
yeah, yeah. So that's what's gonna happen with this. I feel like it's like you can't just like when you're
Yeah,
such a worldwide artist, you can't just like limit it to these things that only certain people can get their hands on.
yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see.
But yeah,
He tends to release stuff every 2 years or lately every year, which is kind of weird.
yeah,
But I guess we'll see when it releases. I mean, we've talked about it before on this show, but I couldn't get through Dawn to One. That shit was
do
too
it.
long. Like,
It's definitely a lot of filler, but there's a couple of
yeah,
good songs on there.
sure, but I mean, you could say the same about Drake's newest thing, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not here for that a 2 hour long album. I'm good.
no,
I don't need a Christopher Nolan album. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I want to. That's the thing I would watch, not listen to.
yeah, definitely.
Like this is not 1974. We're not like sitting in our beds listening to records with headphones on. Like that's not what's happening.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's
I
like
mean,
I get it, and I get the people that are into it, and
yeah,
they're like that hype them up, and
I
it's
get it
like
too.
it's
I mean, also it's. I mean, another thing about it is it's a proprietary thing that it's his device, so he got all of the profit for.
yeah,
He didn't even sell 200,000 of these or something,
yeah,
or like, but that's like he sell and they're for $200. Like it's like buying an iPod, but
yeah,
shittier.
yeah,
And 24 hours ago, double XL mag posts Kanye West fans pirate Donna 2 instead of buying stem player. Duh.
yeah, of
But
course,
yeah, it's $200 to listen to this thing. And yeah, I think he sold like 200,000 of them or something. He made like a couple $1 million. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, good for him.
yeah, good for him. But like, bro, that seems I don't know, for a dude that sells his shoes for like what, insane amounts and like a
Yeah,
t-shirt for like $250. I was like, do you really like you're really like I mean, this is expected, I guess, at this point, but like
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a fan of this type of shit, you know?
yeah. No, I mean, I get it,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's like I don't know how I feel. I'm like split on it. It's like, yeah, like I get it's stupid, but I also get it's kind of like the it's kind of like, yeah, well, if people are gonna buy a shirt for $250, like why not, but
Yeah. I mean, I also get that he's been a big proponent of like fighting for your musical rights, so like your masters on
yeah,
your tracks and stuff. So
yeah,
this move makes sense for him,
no,
but at the same time, I'm just like I still am not down with it, you know?
yeah,
Like I
I
am
get
not
it.
buying a fucking stem player. Like
No, I'm
no
not.
no
No,
way.
no way.
It's
Yeah,
not
no way.
happening. You could probably not even
Yeah,
give me one.
I'll
Like I
wait for it to
probably
come out
wouldn't
on
listen to
Apple
it.
Music.
Yeah. And it'll be like the deluxe fucking whatever version when it comes out, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm just not into that. So whatever. There's that. There's also some other crazy shit. Like we talk about the Beale Street Music Festival lineup, which
oh
is
yeah,
kind of crazy. That just got released recently. And it's from Friday, April 29th to May 1st. Obviously, it's Memphis in May, so it always is like that. But um were you surprised at any of these headliners? So I'll refresh you real quick.
yeah. I was gonna say I don't know if I've seen it in a while.
So the refresh is, and this is topical actually. So Foo Fighters, Van Morrison, Weezer, Lil Wayne, Smashing Pumpkins, Counting Crows, 36 Mafia, Sarah McLachlan, Death Cab for Cutie, Stone Temple Pilots,
Oh
Moneybag
my
Yo,
god.
Modest Mouse, The Baby, Chevelle, Lindsey Buckingham, Sarkoody, Spoon, Dirty Honey, Grace Potter, Annalie Choppa, Goose, Group Love, Rival Sons, uh, Stone B. I don't know that. I don't know that dude. Stone B. Boy, Indigo Girls, Kurt Vile, and Waka Flocka Flame are like the top.
Yeah,
Like the people that actually get like a picture on the poster or whatever.
yeah.
But there's like some random people in here that I wanted to shout out. So I don't know why they're not on like the big thing, but you can probably see them when like 3-6 comes out. Project Pat's in there, Lil White, Al Capone. They're all, Memphis rappers or whatever. But
Yeah.
um yeah, they're all in there. And you have classically legends and stuff that are in the blues tent, like Blind Mississippi Morris and some other folks and stuff. But it's kind of I mean, it's pretty dope that dude, I kind of want to go to this, not for most of the people I said, but for Waka Flocka Flame.
Oh god, dude, no, I
Like
don't. Yeah,
uh
that lineup actually sounds terrible.
well,
I mean, it's all. I mean, it's just all just like.
I
I
don't know,
mean,
man. Van Morrison would be
lowest
cool.
common denominator. Like,
Oh shit.
I
Um
mean, like,
I don't know. There's a couple bands in here that I would love to see. Um
who?
I mean, I'd like to see 3-6 again.
Well, yeah, but
I've
dude,
never
I
seen
mean,
Foo Fighters,
at Music Fest though, it's like,
but no, this is my thinking behind Music Fest, right? Um tell me if you feel the same. Okay. So there's bands on here like Van Morrison and people like oh no, Foo Fighters and like Van Morrison and like Counting Crows and stuff.
yeah,
Those are three people that I would never pay to see by themselves.
I would
But
never see them. If you paid me to go see them, especially
but
the Foo Fighters, man. Oh my god,
uh,
so over it.
well um oh, this is kind of crazy. I didn't even read this part. It's at the fairgrounds in Liberty Park. That's kind of wild. It's not on the bluff. Hmm. All right.
Oh really?
Um yeah, that's kind of weird.
No, they just
Uh
changed the name of it. I think they just changed the
nah,
name of
bro.
it.
No,
I
no.
think they changed the name of Tom Lee Park or whatever.
Nah. Memphis in May is temporarily moving Beale Street
No.
Music Festival from our home by the river because of construction in Tom Lee Park.
Okay, that's what it is.
So the fucking
Just like
fairgrounds.
redeveloping. Yeah.
All right, so like without well, that's my thing behind this. Like, and most music festivals in general is like if you have a bunch of bands that I don't think I'd pay to go see,
Yeah.
I will pay a lump sum to see them all, you know.
Okay, I
I'm
get that.
okay with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that's most music festivals. I feel like
Mhm.
you see some people that you want to see, but then you have to fill your time with the rest of the time you're there with
Yeah.
like random people you probably wouldn't pay to see. So,
Yeah.
and it's way cheaper, like 175 for a 3 day pass,
Yeah.
and you get to see
Sure.
everybody, which you could pay $100 and go see Foo Fighters by themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, easy, you know.
Yeah. I don't know why you would, but
I mean, but some people are really into them. So,
oh, I know. I mean, I know. I know. I get it, but
mhm.
just
But
like so,
there's that.
so
So I
yeah.
don't know. Out of if you had to pick two people to see on this lineup, who would you pick?
I mean, I don't know because I feel like I've seen the bands I want to see. I've seen like I would go see Spoon just because they have a new album out. It's not the best, but the new
Okay.
shit's not really that good. But I would go see them again, and I would see. I mean, I would see Their Six Mafia just because it is fun, but it's not
Yeah.
like it's a weird way to see them if you're like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go see they're gonna play all these songs. It's like they're gonna play 5 seconds of a song and go into the next one, go into the next one. It's gonna be 1,000 people on stage,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Well, there it looks like
But it's still fun.
yeah, they're a 3 day. This is a 3 day event, so I would guess that. So they're on the second line of four. So there's Foo Fighters, Van Morrison, Weezer, Lil Wayne. I'll bet Weezer goes on before Foo Fighters,
Yeah,
and Van Morris or Smashing Pumpkins go on before Van Morrison, or Counting Crows goes on before Van Morrison.
yeah,
So I'll bet 3 6 goes on before Lil Wayne if I was a betting person. And then
yeah,
because usually there's like a hip hop stage almost.
yeah. No, for
Um,
sure.
and then
Yeah,
like
I
you
guess I
probably
would.
throw
Yeah, I would see
Moneybag
Lil Wayne.
Yo,
Yeah,
before that.
yeah. I would see all. I would see. Yeah, Moneybag. Yeah, I would see Lil Wayne. I'd see 36 Mafia. I think,
Yeah.
but
I wonder if they'll get
but
their own night to headline, like a stage.
I mean, they usually do. I mean, when they're there, they usually. I mean, when I saw them, they did. It was usually like
Yeah.
yeah, it was like whatever was like some electronic act. 36
Yeah.
Mafia was on the one stage, and then the other stage was some like yeah, like Counting Crows or whatever.
Yeah.
Some
But I feel like,
whatever.
the headliners on this are kind of weird because it's like Foo Fighters, Van Morrison, Weezer, Lil Wayne. So I don't know why you would list it in a pack of four across the top of the poster when it's a 3 day festival. Like, tell me which are the three main headliners, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
I'd imagine Foo Fighters, Weezer, and what's the
yeah.
last one? Van Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think so.
I'd imagine.
I think you throw Lil Wayne in there one time. Foo Fighters is obviously going to be like the Sunday close it out thing.
Yeah,
But I wonder. This is a weird lineup. I look at it like a lot. But
yeah,
anyways, like everybody's touring right now because no one's been able to tour for like 3 years. So
yeah. And they're definitely better festivals to go to than that one.
100%.
So don't
Actually,
settle.
random. I saw somebody with uh a Mempo festival hat the other day. Well, not the other day,
Oh
like a
yeah.
month ago. I was like, what the
Mm,
fuck? And it was like the
that's
original
random.
one, like the year
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, what the
Wow.
fuck is this? I think it was like a
Wow.
cashier at Trader Joe's or something. It's like, what the
Jeez.
hell?
That
But
Goodwill find.
maybe, or maybe they went, dude. How weird would that be? But I don't know. Shout out to this festival. It's cool. It's a fun time if you're in Memphis. I kind of regret not going when we were in like high school and stuff. Like this
Yeah.
is like a thing, something I could probably afford to go to in high school, and I didn't go. So
Yeah. I mean, it used to be like what was like it used to be like 65 for like the day or something.
yeah,
So even that, or like maybe even the weekend, something
it
crazy. But
was
yeah, it
cheap as
wasn't
shit.
that. Yeah,
Like maybe $120, maybe
yeah. Like I think yeah,
$100.
95 if you bought it early for a 3 day weekend.
Yeah,
The
and like
day pass.
I regret not doing that. Like, why the fuck didn't I do
Yeah,
that? but I don't know. I was broke as shit in that time, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, um, yeah, I just wanted to bring attention to.
Yeah,
I mean, we're on Memphis
yeah,
shit. We might as well talk about Memphis festivals.
yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Is there any other things that have popped off that you've seen? Like you're like, oh man, I should check this out.
Well, there's
Or
that Buku festival that's coming here in March, but it's like, the headliner is like the only person I want to see is Tyler the Creator. But
oh shit, Tyler's coming there.
yeah,
What's it called?
it's
What's
the
this
headline.
festival?
Buku, Buku, Buku Festival.
That's cool.
It's
It's like
like
a
it's kind of like a hip hop electronic, like um like the stupid band Suicide Boys, like they're
yeah,
like that rap group, or whatever. They're from New Orleans, I guess, Louisiana.
yeah,
But fuck them,
yeah.
I don't. So it's just stuff like that. And like you can look it up. You might know like some of them. I think it's like, maybe I feel like maybe some of those like underground rap guys are coming, like more underground rap groups are coming.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
But
how
it's
do
like,
you
yeah, it's so for such younger people, I feel like so old. Like,
I mean, how do you feel about like just going to festivals in general right now? Like how do you feel about it?
I mean, I feel fine about it because I mean, CDC just said that 70% of us can go maskless. So
Yeah. And I mean, I don't talk about my job on here, but um from what I've seen, numbers are really low. We've
yeah,
talked about this before, but like, or me and you have, but yeah, dude, numbers are pretty low on some
yeah.
shit. So
Like I said, like I've been saying, Mardi Gras, which is this weekend. I mean, I've already seen picture. I mean, I haven't been to any festivities yet, but I mean, I plan on it, and
yeah,
it's what it
it's
is. I
kind
mean,
of,
we're gonna be outside, so.
yeah, we're gonna be
But
outside. It is kind of
yeah, it's gonna be
scary
the real
though, you know?
test. But that's what I'm saying. Mardi Gras is gonna be the real test to see if
Yeah,
if we can gather in large groups again, which
yeah,
I think probably.
yeah. I think by the end of the year, I think we're probably okay. But we'll see.
Yeah,
There's other bullshit happening in the world.
yeah,
So there's that. But yeah, it's kind of I don't know, man. I keep seeing like shit just I pray one day that shit is back to what we considered normal a few years ago. But at this point it's been so long. I feel like it's kind of
oh yeah,
it's like I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like shit is never gonna be the same. But
yeah,
and like who would have thought, you're sitting in 2018, 2019, or even when we were at like what's that place in the Rail Garden, like hanging out or whatever on 4th of July,
yeah,
and or just hanging out, drinking beers, whatever. There's hundreds of people there and shit. Like that's
yeah,
who would have thought? Like then, only a few years later, we'd be like, stuck inside for years, literal years.
yeah, yep. But
Mm.
not anymore. Not this weekend.
Gang, gang. All right. Well, if that's all we got,
Yeah,
I'm cool with closing it out.
yeah, dude.
Go and check out uh Gangsta Boo's 1998 album Enquiring Minds. And I realized just now, this is kind of hilarious, but when I was emailing them, I wrote inquiring with an I instead of an E. And that's how I spell it with an E on the album. So
Yeah.
shout out to me for being an idiot. So um um yeah, go and check this album out. It's really cool. It's pretty long. It's an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean hour 14. So it's still long though. 21 tracks, which is come on, man. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But there's some shit on there that you're definitely gonna recognize. Like you got your classic like 3-6 type shit with the intro where they talk about, Paul and Juicy are always talking about like the shit that they have coming up or they just did or whatever. And then it gets straight into it. And then you have some songs that you're probably, like me and Adam said, you'll probably hear on some best ofs or some mixtape type deals, or there's some tracks you're going to recognize for sure. But then you have some stuff that like is I don't know. It's kind of like a I don't know. Like the song I'm thinking of is "Suck a Little Dick," and it's
Yeah,
like
it's one you
kind of
can't
like it's
really.
kind of like a reply song to like another 3 6 song. So like shout
Yeah,
out to that. But it's like there's stuff like that. Like there's like callbacks to other stuff in that this I'm gonna say Memphis catalog that you'll recognize and you'll like, oh, that's like a callback to this thing, or like that's a response track to this, which is kind of dope. So go and check it out. There's also, that sample, which is really cool. So just I mean, go and listen to this. It's cool. I really want to know where I mean all of these album art is like ridiculous from back in the day, but I kind of want to know where this particular album art was shot. I guess I could probably figure it out, but uh yeah, man, this is a dope album. It did really well back in the day, 20 years ago. 20 actually fuck me, dude. 22 years ago. Um that's insane. That's legit crazy. I was 10 years old when this thing
yeah,
came out. Or no, 11. 11. Middle school, bro.
yeah.
Middle school, killing it. Or I guess middle school? Are you middle school to 11? I don't know.
No, like
Maybe
fifth
sixth
grade,
grade, fifth grade.
fifth,
I was a
fifth and
child.
sixth grade.
Child. So it's fun to go revisit this stuff. I mean, do you have anything to add to
I
that
think
before we close
I
this
think
out?
you pretty much covered it. I mean, yeah, it's just it's cool to go back and I guess still holds up and see where people have taken inspiration from 36 and their style, and just even Gangsta Boo and her style.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, fun thing to note about this particular album, there is on some other 3 6 related shit, there's things that date the music. So there's like some tracks and some songs or whatever talk about like beepers and like sidekick phones and shit. Like it dates the music, and like not necessarily did they mean to do that, I guess, but it does. It dates the music. So, but I didn't catch anything on this album that actually dates it, you know? So it's like pretty timeless as far as like hip hop in
Yeah,
general. But yeah, I didn't catch anything. It's more just like, general vibe, and Boo's flow is crazy. So, um I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you catch anything that dates this shit, because I didn't catch anything. And actually, let us know if you got this far. Let us know if what's your favorite track, and drop in the comments. Also, while you're in the comments, go and hit that subscribe, because it's your boys. We'll be back again next month, April 2022, episode 10. Can you imagine? Can you even? How crazy is that? Episode 10.
yeah. Time flies, dude.
It's crazy. I can't believe we've done fucking 9 albums already. This is crazy.
Yeah,
Shit, man.
gotta build that playlist too, dude.
We do. We do. I don't know. You're gonna be busy with Mardi Gras though, so we'll get to that playlist in a minute. Yeah, your boy's getting warm right now. I can see it. I see it. Got the hoodie on. He
Yeah.
getting ready to get torn up. You know what I'm saying? But also shout out, go check out your boy on Anyone Can Die with it, and shout out to Nathaniel for giving me this Japanese green tea IPA,
I'm gonna go find
10.1
that
from
one.
Stone. It's dude, I'm very surprised at how much I like
Yeah,
this. I might give
I
this a
like
4.5 on Untapped.
like some green tea too.
I love green tea. I fucking love it. I don't know why, but that shit is top notch.
Nice.
I was really surprised. I had this beer last night. He gave me like a bunch of beers, like 6 or 7, 8 maybe, of shit that he
Nice.
just can't drink anymore or whatever. Apparently, I don't know what's going on with him, but he can't drink these, and he gave me all these beers, and I was like, all right, cool. Keep in mind though, I was faded, so I didn't know what I actually had. Meg told me that when I got home, all I did was just set him on the counter and then left. Just went to just took a shower. Um, so I didn't even know what I had, and
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when I was looking at this, I looked at it last night and I was having another one. It was like I mean, you go ahead and check out uh my Untap profile or Quick Sixers Instagram or Twitter or whatever for what I checked in, but it was like it was like a dark lager or something. Oh no, it was all IPAs. That's what it was. It was a dark IPA, and I was like, it's all of these are stone beers that he gave me, except for one. And dude, this shit was crazy. I was like, I don't think I've had like a dark IPA like this before. So go ahead and check that out. Let us know if you had the same thing because I'm curious,
They're coming back, yeah, like those red IPAs and dark IPAs.
bro. I'm
I've
gonna show you a
I've seen a
picture after
couple.
we stop. Like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
a dark, you know.
yeah.
But I don't know. This was fun. Shout out Gangsta Boo, the realist of real. Um, I love that the genre on like Wikipedia says her genres are crunk, gangster rap, and dirty rap. That's my favorite.
Yeah, dirty rap.
But anyways, 1998, not the year of dreams like 1999, but a pretty decent year.
Yep,
Um, and it's been you boys, that artist, Adam Knitch is dropping the needle, episode 9. Round it out in 10 next month. It's been you
yep,
boys, but we out.
yep.